just ahead of high-stakes nuclear negotiations with the United States, Iran made a major political announcement. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian appointed veteran Navy Admiral Ali Shamkhani as the new Secretary of the Supreme National Defense Council. Shamkhani was already serving as the Supreme Leader's official representative within that same Defense Council, strengthening his influence even further. Over his career, he has also held some of the country's most powerful security positions, including Defense Minister and Secretary of the Supreme National Security Council, known as the SNSC. Iran had set up the Supreme Defense Council under the SNSC structure following its June war with Israel last year. The council's main objective was to centralize Iran's military decision-making and prepare for both wartime contingencies and leadership transitions, according to multiple reports. Notably, Shamkhani's promotion comes only days after he issued a series of strong and alarming warnings directed at both Israel and the United States. On January 30th, he declared that Iran was fully prepared to carry out direct strikes against targets located inside Israeli territory if required. Earlier, Shamkhani stated that Iran's retaliation to any potential assault would extend to hitting deep into the heart of Tel Aviv. He further cautioned that any U.S. strikes on Iranian territory would trigger an all-out and region-wide conflict across the Middle East. Ali Shamkhani said, quote, "Any move that indicates hostile intent from the enemy will be met with a proportionate, effective, and deterrent response. This proportionate response includes striking deep into the Zionist entity. We have uncovered the enemy's operational plan, we have full oversight of it, and we will direct strikes at the appropriate time to the point that chokes the plan." Unquote. Shamkhani also said, quote, "A limited strike is an illusion. Any military action by America, of any kind and at any level, will be considered the start of a war, and the response will be immediate, comprehensive, and unprecedented, directed at the aggressor, at the heart of Tel Aviv, and at all who support the aggressor." Unquote. Tensions are high as senior U.S. and Iranian officials met in Oman for a fresh round of nuclear talks. The United States also issued a security advisory calling on all American citizens in Iran to leave the country without delay. The advisory further cautioned that U.S. nationals should be prepared to depart independently without American government assistance. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convened an urgent security cabinet meeting, according to a Channel 12 news report. Netanyahu reiterated that coordination and intelligence sharing with the United States remain as close as possible under current conditions. However, he admitted to Israeli lawmakers that he has no certainty about what U.S. President Donald Trump might ultimately decide regarding military action on Iran. Israeli defense sources reportedly believe that if Washington chooses to go to war with Tehran, Israel may receive little to no advance notice before hostilities begin.